Hi again. Uh, I'll take a moment. Hello. My name is Hari Om Vashishtha. Vashishtha. HARIOM The spelling is for the artificial intelligence behind the systems because they often get my name wrong. Hey, and who am I? What I'm to do, what I'm going to be talking about is the uh, agenda of the session. So this series started with a specific goal. So I improvise a lot. I am going to be improvising today. I improvise so much that I sometimes I hate myself. um, so I'm going to start from where I've been working yesterday. So I started doing these live learning and building and talking sessions very recently, and this has become a hobby. So I'll start from sharing my entire screen, and here we go. Okay, so my screen is visible. It's not updated. Uh, so this is the event that is happening now. um, I'm sharing the screen about the text I prepared for this event. That's the brief I want to talk about. But I'm trying to find it on a clean page rather than the event page. So, in short, I am someone with 15 years in the industry, building improvising systems that have worked sometimes. Most of that was pre AI. uh, so, this pre AI era has been quite good to me. I think it taught me a lot, but my funnels often never generated revenue at scale. And that's what I'm doing today. That's what I'm hoping to optimize for in the long run. Okay. So this is the banner I designed for today's session. Um, Kind of a brief about what is that who am I, right? Into Salesforce experimentation. So it's after about 15 years in the industry, working away from Salesforce. Today, I'm like, yeah, there's a larger opportunity in the established markets. Of course, the surrounding markets are going to be as organized as Salesforce is, but you know, when there is chaos, I think let me look at my screen first. What is shared on the screen? No. Yeah, this is what I wanted to be there from. Okay, so here we are from this image, right? After 15 years in the industry and staying away from Salesforce, today when I'm stepping into the ecosystem, I still feel like I understand a lot. Hey, uh, I'm competing with those who have been in the industry for about 15 years also. Hey, so they are learning. They have their own backlog of how the systems work, and I have this timer on the bottom of this image is little wrong. uh, I'll share my screen about timer. Where's my timer? This is my timer. Uh, so uh, currently I'm targeting this event Bharat Dreaming. After a long time I'm going to be meeting a lot of industry folks, which basically means that I've been away from the industry for about 2 years now. Hey, living in a small town in India, and I still feel connected because the industry is this the Salesforce ecosystem is so documented. Hey, the document is the uh, simplest form of description I would talk about what is Salesforce, because I have not worked in the Salesforce ecosystem yet, right, professionally. But I've seen the playgrounds. I mean, oh my God, everything is documented. See everything, and what Salesforce says is that I mean, when you have the documentation there, that's an ideal case. That's how a business should be. So whatever is there in the Salesforce, the trailhead, the ecosystem clearly tells you about where it is, where to click, and what to find. Of course, sometimes the documentation is stale. The product is iterating. Today, it's iterating faster than it we can imagine. So the story is about me evolving into the ecosystem, stepping into the ecosystem and evolving with the ecosystem. So what I'm exploring, what I'm learning, this event is a milestone for me as well. So I'm expanding myself in this domain. I tried to grab a speaker's opportunity for this event. I missed it, but I understand I may have not built credibility on the internet, in my profile, in my profiles, in my career. Anyway, as compared to the competition I have, look at the competition, no? So everyone in the ecosystem is has been there since a long time. I'm stepping in today, so this that's why I consider it like a greatest opportunity. And wow, the volunteers, they are like so active. I mean, this community is so active. I am into um everyone. It inspires everyone to learn and share with the people around. So Bharat Dreaming, 11th of July. See you all there. Um, I'll start from something I stumbled upon today. I while learning and building. So today I spent about 2 hours to debug my workflow into Cloud Code. Oh my God. Um, this session's title, I was planning to make it less but better. It went into this much everything, but less but better is the philosophy I'm talking about. So I'm kind of I focus more on understanding the workflow, setting it up. Like every day, there's a need for a little bit more automation, right? Oh, so that is why um, I want to start with how I have been automating my workflows. So these sessions, everyday sessions, used to be fed to the YouTube caption. Initially, I used to do it on YouTube. So it's my YouTube profile is now filled with the live streams, Agentforce with HOV8A. That's my YouTube, which is like 39 subscribers. This profile, this account, is meant for that particular this particular version. So my face where I'm more into you know Salesforce and artificial intelligence enabled era. I'm documenting. I'm bringing AI, I think, to the universe. So vulnerably that, dude, yeah, that's all there is. So that's me. Screen is shared. So I wanted to showcase my live streams. The live streaming has got a lot of uh, unfair advantages. That's what is the core of my today's session. The first line of this. Can I zoom in here? Yes, I can zoom in. Oh no. So I've got an unfair advantage and I've got unfair constraint. I can only work for about 4 hours a day remotely from a small town in India. And I'm okay with failures. That's my unfair advantage. So it's like I know people are not ready to talk to the camera on live stream on LinkedIn. I mean, writing content is easy, right? Generate it with the help of any of the tools available. Just write a page for me. People write. People do write by their hands. People still type. But I mean, people like who are more pragmatic. I mean, I'm trying to be more authentic to the universe out there, right? So, writing has been hobby, and I'm converting my processes, my workflows into hobbies. So this is a hobby. Live streaming is a hobby now. It's like a, uh, it's like, dude, I am strongly believing in the methodology that this method gives me an unfair advantage that most people cannot live with, right? So within my own constraints, within my own systems, the way I am has to get out on the digital map to be able to connect with the universe. Hey, okay. So my systems are evolving, and this is what I'm talking about. So I'm I'm experimenting with automated iterative documentation systems, and this is my iterative automated documentation system. So all these Notion pages are generated using agents and Cloud Code. What I do is that while I live stream, so today I'm doing it on LinkedIn. I am trying to improvise from my YouTube streams. Although again, there's a constraint about finances everywhere. So I could live stream on LinkedIn and YouTube at the same time. There are multiple ways for doing that. This live stream system software, that is StreamYard, allows me to do that, but I think it costs me about like $90. Oh my god, no. There's a free tool as well. So this is, it's all about tooling and workflows, right? So I'm talking about the the workflows I have tried and what is working, what is not working. That's all we need to do while we are operating in a constraint driven system, right? So I have tried StreamYard. There are possibilities. It costs money. There's a the OBS Studio. There's a open source tool, but it takes a lot of system energy, and my system is not efficient enough. It hangs. It crashes my machine almost. So I couldn't use that. Maybe there are more. So I am not yet ready, but I'm exploring, right? So that was the step one of my workflow. Now, today, how I'm like, planning to do it is that now after a live stream on LinkedIn, I aim to automatically download this from here, upload on YouTube, then get the caption from there, and then my Cloud Code. So this LinkedIn, sorry, Notion documentation is all done with the help of Cloud Code and my Hermes agent. Hermes agent is my $1 million consistency partner. So I'll share my screen from here. My portfolio of agents. This is the best version of me that is coming out. I strongly feel a need for one more agent today. I'm slowly getting there. I'm building my requirement system in my head first. So I want to jump to a territory that I wanted to start this session from. So it's like the version of me is not really known to the universe or very well connected with the universe. It's like my theories are incomplete, broken, unclear to the universe. I'm exposing my theories. I'm learning from others' theories and summarizing myself in a way that I strongly believe are worth the universe. Hmm. So this piece I stumbled upon. So I'm jumping between the see um, workflows, the pipelines, or I should say execution tracks I could talk about. That's the version of me that is um, I'm intentionally putting out to the universe for building with me. It's like there is a lot of chaos in the head of a builder. I know that. Everyone knows that. Are you ready to expose that much? Are you ready to um, like share your vulnerabilities with the algorithms you are working with? Hmm. So the so yeah, let's jump to this theory. What is that I learned from like which is the best part I found interesting in this theory? What is it about? Let me start with the summary. Uh oh, it also gave me like I could have said it in my words. Let me try it in my own words. Oh, I cannot close it. I can close it. So it's a what Mr. Kuldeep is trying to say is that uh, thought comes, then we get words. It's like AI is helping us choose the words. It can generate words for anything it we wish to, right? So today even we have templatized the process to shoot rockets for the sun, moon, and Mars and Saturn, right? Everything is templatized. Everything humanity has ever done is now templatized. Uh, I think I did not publish that piece of content today yet, but uh, oh no, I hit the wrong page. So I was talking about um, templatization, right? So everything humanity has done until today is like almost templatized. We know how to shoot a rocket. We know how to write. We know how to um, cook food. So AI can tell us everything. Today we are supposed to think for ourselves, for the systems we are building, for the universe we are living in. So that's where Mr. Kuldeep is saying that thought precedes language. There's a thought in head, then there's a language. So how he describes is that babies, where are the babies? Yeah, this is why babies. Oh, oh, come on, I'm hitting the wrong things here and there. See, it's he says not the engine of thought. We translate thoughts into words. We do not think by means of them. So words are important, of course. Words are important when we define the things, but it the things come from inside. The inner version of us has to be alive, more alive than we are, right? It has to be very intentional mode of living. So that is why he says babies understand the world before they can speak. So it's like I have a child of about 6 months now. She's learning. She doesn't speak. She's not. She doesn't have a word in her to her expressions. She knows a lot of things still. Like she's about 6 months. She is able to communicate with us, and we are able to communicate with her. That's what we are talking about. Babies understand the world before they can speak. This is why we reach for words we cannot find. That is why the right sentence sometimes arrives only after we have already made the decision. Language does not precede the decision, it rationalizes a decision that has already formed below the level of words. So there are layers of reality, and that reality, I mean, there are layers of reality around us that we don't often get to explore. And I'm sweating. Today I caught some cold, so I'm not actually even switching on the air conditioning. And that's the mode of often I stay into this layer of reality where I don't looking for the specific words, depend more too much on the technology. I still do a lot of things that don't scale. So his point was something that when you face a difficult situation, like don't just jump on task asking a question to AI. Think about it because the brain has to think. But quoting this post, let me just get deeper into it. He says AI process looks like this. Pre-linguistic deliberation begins. Okay, the language arrives before the decision forms. The decision snap to the language. Deliberation needs ends. So when I get, so what he's trying to say here is that when we are trying to create a plan, let's say with the help of artificial intelligence, it can generate a plan. The process to generate a plan, we miss that, right? We are not actually going through the bits to consider the exceptions and conditions applied and everything around that. The decision snaps to the language. Deliberation ends. So the process, we miss the process, right? So now those who can imagine, those who have been through the process few times in their lives, or actually done it, or actually been through it at least once, understand how it goes. Or actually, even in that case, even if somebody is a research oriented, real pragmatic person, I wouldn't say engineer, I wouldn't say programmer today, everyone is a builder. So if the review process is also like careful, we will strive to land into the systems that make sense to us. Otherwise it's all slop. The all the building, all the content, all the generation would be like not worth it. So now on the top of it, on the top of this, let's just look at the summary. Thought proceeds language. AI inserts sweet language into too early. So this disrupts the necessary discomfort, setting into unnecessary uncertainty, as atrophying the decision process, especially with ADHD. This disrupts the necessary discomfort. Okay. Use AI after the decision forms. So yeah, of course, I mean, I agree with that, but I use it. Like, let me show you. Let me jump to the. I'm not able to jump to the page where it. I had quoted my own. He said, I have no clear opinion about why, but LLM psychosis is real. Don't talk to AI about feelings. Here be dragons. Been down those paths unknown, and yeah. So, on the intelligence assumes a lot for me. To this, if you can read from here, good catch. AI said, I assumed one exists. It did something for me. I was like, why did you do it for this way? He said, I assumed. It is designed, it is optimized to assume the AI agents, the systems are designed to assume a lot for me and dumb down to my level. So the level of stupidity in my head will replicate in the things I deal with the artificial intelligence. But it's at the end of the day, it's software, so we cannot even rely on the top of it yet for our lives. But I see that people are relying on it, hey, day in and day out. more and more every day. And of course, we'll have to rely on it for our lives sometime soon. Oh my God, I'm scared. So yeah, carefully choose where you want to go. This map, I want to open up this map. When there is AI psychosis, when there is everything, when there is content generation with the help of artificial intelligence, you need to know where you want to go. I need to know where I want to go. I choose where I want to go. I don't assume too much. I don't let the AI assume for me. I don't give it my pen. So that's how the article written by Mr. Kuldeep ends. Don't give your pen to AI. Think and choose where you want to go. This image was designed by Mr. Wait, but why? Mr. I don't remember the name. Wait, but why? Mr. Tim Urban, right? Initial image was designed by him. Then I keep coming back to it like my life depends on it. I mean, it does. It does feel like every moment, the moment changes. So when I'm realizing the depth of every moment deeper every day, I'm like, no, there's a lot we don't know, and I keep jumping into the moment. So there are 20 days for this Bharat Dreaming event, and I'm still looking for a sponsor for my second attempt of my Salesforce Agentforce Specialist certification. I will keep looking for it, and or at the worst case scenario, I still wish to, if I don't find an sponsor until this event. On this event, I will push for it by actually wearing a T-shirt that says "looking for a sponsor." uh, yeah, that's how vulnerably stupidly I'm working. So closing the tabs I don't need now. I don't want to. Okay. What is that? There is something on the screen that is not closable. That's not closing. Automated knowledge document. Focus on that. I will focus mostly on that because that alone is a huge part of a system. This Salesforce ecosystem is built on the top of the things that are automated. Operation, the goal, the things are not documented, not worth. No, right? I mean, I don't even. So, few rules I try to live by now, like don't do a meeting without a meeting note taker, dude. But of course, read through the notes built by the uh, AI agent because it will give you some. You may have agreed to a lot of things that you may not remember. So yeah, any outcome from the agent is owned, has to be owned by the person firing the agent, right? I mean, firing is like igniting it. So yeah, this all documentation is being done by my Hermes. So Hermes is not able to do it yet reliably because my workflow is improvising every day. There's something I want to give away to my Hermes agent, and which is built on the top of something recently that came up, clostation.ai. I don't code. I don't. There was no Hermes desktop app yet when I built my agent. It was initially meant for CloudStation. Then the founder behind the system, also launched this platform, the new capability which enabled Hermes agent. So initial version of CloudStation, which only allowed me to build a claw open claw agent. It costed me about $5. So I was like, oh my god, that's too much for me to spend Then I started tracking my after building Hermes. It was simpler. I got my YouTube session, right? So I had to pull the script from there, document it, summarize it, and create a to-do list from everything. These all were created by Hermes. But when I switched my goals in between, I had to look for more low-hanging fruits, improvise, and focus on the event rather than the goal of the year. And I also found a sponsor in between. I think I missed to talk about that. Someone tried to sponsor my certification with the coupon they had, but the coupon was not applicable for the reattempt. Oh my god! And I was like, okay. And I'm so stubborn onto the following the process, or I would say, uh, getting into the depth of the things. So I spent today about 2 hours to experiment with the things, right? The cloud code routine, so that I could rely on it for automated documentation of my systems. I was saying, although I'm doing that, but I so these sessions are every day too late. Today is look at the time. It's 11:23 p.m. I'm almost exhausted. I used to often finish my learning and building and live streams beyond the midnight. I knew I had to improvise, but didn't work. So today I chose not to even focus on learning. I was like, today just let it be. Let me just walk through the audience. I understand people don't even watch 5 minutes of the videos. Average watch time in these sessions are like 1 minute, less than 1 minute, maybe 20 seconds. So if it goes to the 1,000 views, let's say yesterday, it's all about collaborations we do in the industry, right? Yesterday's published live stream was kind of fueled by Bharat Dreaming LinkedIn page, and it got some 1,100 views in 24 hours. But that's a rare case, and it. So if I looked at the, I don't have the screen open, right? If I looked at the LinkedIn last 90 days content, analytics, it clearly showed that the recent there has been uptick. So point what I'm trying to say is that if discipline is all it takes to get in the front of the our ideal customer profiles, I can be a discipline machine. Hey, why not? So it's all about the right collaborations. It's all about the right perspectives, methodologies, frequencies aligning, right? I also have this, sorry, Google Analytics dashboard open for my blog home. Nothing else matters. It says last 90 days data about March to April, May, June. Right? It isn't. I don't count the days, but it's about 90 days. Right. Point is, there are some green lights. The data says there has been new users, there has been returning users, but there's not much to return for. I keep on expanding my database, my thoughts. So this blog home is like a version of me expanding every day. It's not a newsletter, right? I also have a newsletter on LinkedIn, which is like now paused. So I keep on expanding into the tangents, and I let myself expand into the tangents that I feel important, because everything we do is connected. Right? There has to be chaos in the head while building. So this Agentforce, this portfolio is going to be expanding soon. Um, I'm just exposing my methods of thinking, building, talking. That's kind of the unfair advantage I have. The goal is to keep the lights green, right? So this portfolio of agents has got the maximum views and maximum, I would say, retention. So I'll expand on that. I mean, we are all supposed to do more of what works, right? I'll expand on my agent Thera page portfolio. This last page, this last few things, I want to conclude today's session sooner. So from tomorrow, I'll be changing a lot of things in my workflows as well. It's I'm not going to be documenting or wait for the uh, completion of documentation of today's session. So it's like uploading, downloading it from here, uploading on YouTube, and then running the script to see if it works or iterate on something on behind that. This is not a formal learning session in my series, the third inning, my YouTube. Oh, see, my machine needs to upgrade. There's a lot I need to upgrade, um, and I seriously need a lot of sponsors here. The sponsorship is currently available for about like sorry for someone to support my experimentation. Why would I not build on live when I can? That's my unfair advantage. My systems need to upgrade, I know that. That's why I need sponsors. So I was looking at the playlists and I was saying the third inning, right? I converted my all like so LinkedIn, sorry, YouTube has this new feature called podcasts where it pulls the videos from uh, playlist itself and converts it into a podcast. It's just a version of playlist. So first time, second. Where's the second? The third inning. This is the current inning, which has got 13 videos. It must be in the playlists. So this poem is something that I want to like read a few lines from today. I write. I write as a hobby. I write. So I usually spend these days like last about like 15 days. I remember I spend time writing. Writing is like a method of thinking, right? I have to sit down to just keep on typing. Like mind has to explode. Just keeps on writing. So words appear in my head. Like, dude, just have I have to write now. Today I also have this superpower called whisper flow. I don't even have to write. I just have to hold the key and just keep talking. Okay. So second inning, third inning, first inning. First inning happened when I was trying to build an agent when it wasn't working for me. It was like I tried a lot. The agent wasn't responding, not even to the hello message. I went live like today. I want to do it, and let me try to explore the new world. And it happened on the live stream. I was like, oh, something changed today. So I keep identifying patterns, building patterns, creating patterns. That's a version of me. Oh, LinkedIn failed. That's a version of me that is coming out. That's a version of me with a lot of unfair advantage. Why would LinkedIn, sorry, show me cumulative growth? This is like, these are only impressions, right? You just keep counting the, it's a graph, it will always improve. Stupid. It feels stupid to look at the cumulative graph. Recently, there has been some uptick which was yesterday's event where Bharat Dreaming event, sorry, LinkedIn page itself engaged with my live stream content, live stream post, and it reached some people. So my content often doesn't get any much engagement. If I have to show some results, it's very basic. It's like only 158 engagements in 90 days, like less than one engagement a day. And there has been a days of no activity. Point is, there's a lot of scope of improvement, right? And I keep on expanding into workflows that I keep on looking at the data as well. But sometimes I track the data that I don't need to. This all data is like uh, not even important, but at scale, if it has to work, it has to align with the universe. So I keep on expanding my horizons. Today I'll finish the session with this poem of mine. If leverage comes from content and content comes from authority, if imagination defines your perspectives and perspective defines your limits, if opinion, process, and methods are all that matter, and opinions from action, outcome, and built up confidence, opinions form action, outcome, and built up confidence. All you need to do is continue writing your story in public. That's the poetic phrase I wrote about 1 year ago on my blog home. This blog home data is positive, but probably the right audience is not landing. The goal is to generate revenue, right? It's not very business oriented platform, or I would say service system. Like it doesn't show authority on something, right? So I need to expand on tangents, and that's what I'm doing. So tomorrow onwards, it's only 20 days, right? Um, I've got, let's say, 18 days to prepare for my certification and find an audience who would sponsor my, like, find someone who will sponsor my certification and get some, like, I wish to collaborate. I aim to collaborate with the industry where I work, where I enable them remotely 4 hours a day, right? So StreamYard has been a great tool. Today I have a lot of support from the tools I can work with. It's about 45 minutes in this session. I'll finish the session today with the note that from tomorrow onwards I'll be doing it during the day. Late night sessions have broken my schedule, sleep cycle. But I often did not plan to do it early. I actually planned and I failed in ways that felt unbearably not ready. But yeah, improvising is all we need to do to break the cycles that we don't need. Let's keep building. I mean, the depth has to be visible, right? If I understand Salesforce, it has to be visible. I mean, I did not even launch my Salesforce account today, right? I did not even go through the trailhead elements or the Agentforce guide, which says, these are the topics I need to prepare for the certification. Certification also reminds me of a sad reality that, dude, you're trying to confirm with the industry that MCQ based assessment is. Uh, why do we have this MCQ based assessment? I want to question the leadership which makes decisions, because when we have the capability to test the agents, the outcome, why get me to remember the things that I don't need to? That's all for today. That's all rambling. That's all I wanted to do. See you tomorrow. I'll be learning live on live stream, upgrading my workflows, getting deeper into Salesforce ecosystem and building.